Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gulf Coast Huddle, brought to you by Lone Star Gridiron. Each week, Chris Daly and Mike Foreman break down all the Texas high school football along the Texas Gulf Coast. Now, strap on your gear and let's go.
Lone Star Gridiron is looking for interns. Over the years, we have helped dozens of students get jobs in sports media. If you want to shortcut your path to a career in sports media, click on the internship link on LoneStarGridiron.com. Hey, do you need topsoil, fill dirt, sand, mulch, gravel, limestone, you name it? Do you need that delivered and or spread? Texas Tree Cycle in Victoria has you covered for residential and commercial projects, big or small. These guys do it all. They do some amazing work. You can call them at 361-237-8006 for a free estimate. That's Texas Tree Cycle, bringing quality materials to your yard. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Mike Foreman to the show. Mike, how you doing?
Doing okay, Chris. How are you?
Doing great. Guys, I guess we have to talk about that Cuero team again.
Yeah. Well, they're undefeated going into and they've got here's what the trick here is. Sydney is next week.
Right.
But they have Rockport this week, and it's at Rockport. And so this is one of those games you don't want to get caught looking ahead.
Right.
Rockport can put some points up. And as we've talked about, Cuero, they've given up some points. So
yeah, they've given up consistently, have been giving up points. So, again, I see another one of those games where a lot of points are going to go up, and then maybe somehow Cuero's going to find a way again.
I think so. I think Cuero wins this. Yeah, I just don't know if Rockport is at quite that level yet.
No, I don't think so.
But like I did say, it is kind of a trap game, so they have to be careful because, Sidon has the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Sidon has basically 2 weeks to prepare for Cuero.
That's true.
That kind of gives them a little edge. Yeah.
Well, in my philosophy on a trap game is a trap game usually happens if you've been dominating, and they haven't been dominating. They've been finding a way. So I don't know that they're going to lose their edge in this game. I think they're going to find a way once again. Maybe even it may end up being their best win yet.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, I keep thinking that the defense has got to get better.
Yeah.
I mean, because, and I don't just say that, but what I mean is they have a lot of young guys out there.
Yeah.
So it seems like to me that the more they play, the better they're going to get.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm sure what Cuero is hoping. And as we've talked about before, this is a new system for them. So, you've got a new system. You've got a lot of inexperienced players, and, you put that together, and it takes a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and you sort of already set the stage for next week. That's going to be the game because they will most likely both be undefeated. Obviously, Sinton will be since they're open, but Cuero has a good chance to be just as undefeated, and that's going to be a serious, important game.
Yeah, I'm already looking forward to that, to tell you the truth. I think that could be a really good game. Those two have kind of a history of playing each other, and whether it's in district or in the playoffs or wherever, and they put forth quite a few good games.
Yeah.
So, this looks like it could be another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and let me ask you this: what are your thoughts on Yoakum? Because you're looking at the record; they're 5-1. The only one they lost to was Cuero, but they haven't played some real powers.
Yeah, it's hard to get a handle on them. They're very talented.
Yeah,
no question about that. They have the talent. They have a lot of speed on that team, but I don't really know. I mean. they had a good game against Blanco. I know Xavier Barnett returned a punt for a touchdown in that game. I really don't know how the quarterback play, if it's better. You would think it would be getting better.
Right.
Of course, defensively, I don't know. I don't see Yoakum having any trouble this week. They're playing Hempstead.
Right.
Next week they get Columbus, I believe, and that's when we'll see. We'll see how well they've come. How far they've come this year, because obviously Columbus and Hitchcock are your tests.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, and so let's breeze around the area a little bit and tell me either the games that stood out, or more importantly, what you see this week. Okay,
one game that stands out obviously is Alamo Heights is at Victoria West.
Yeah.
Both of those teams, this is essentially, for right now, you would think at least a share of the district lead.
Mm-hmm.
And the importance of this game, West has Alamo Heights and Bernie, I believe, back-to-back. And the key in that, if West can win one of these two games, then it's a home playoff game.
Nice.
But, if it loses to both of those teams, as it did last year, then it's on the road for the first playoff game, because it's most likely to finish third.
Right.
So, a big game for West. West is coming off, a big win over Tybee. Very close game there, a 3-point game. We'll see how it handles Alamo Heights. I don't think they've seen anyone of that caliber yet.
Right.
But then again, West has been playing well, scoring a lot of points, and up until last week, they were playing really good defense. Now, obviously, Alamo Heights is like, not Alamo Heights, but Tybee. They have one of those hurry-up offenses, and that can put a test on the defense. That can put a strain. But they came out of it with a win, which was, the critical part. So we'll see. Next 2 weeks is going to pretty much tell the tale for West.
Yeah. We're at the point in the season where the districts that have just a few teams are now in district play, and the districts who have several teams, their districts are getting pretty close to being decided. So these are super important games, these next 4.
Yeah, there's no question. We actually around our area, we have only one non-district game, and that's a 6-man game.
Yes.
Everybody else is either have a bye or is in district play. So, like you said, and thinking of a big game down the road here in Port Lavaca, the Sand Crabs are going to play Livonia.
Yeah.
Of course, Livornia's only loss was to Cuero. And, of course, Livonia went to the semis last year. They did lose most of their offensive line, but they're still good. And
I was talking with Coach Hernster today on our Calhoun show, and he said, he's been looking at footage of them, and they're still big, they're still fast. Those lines are still the power of that team. Yeah, and
it's like when I talked to Coach Hernster, he said the district championship he thinks goes through Livonia.
Right.
So but otherwise, I still think Bay City is going to have a say in this. But as he pointed out, he said this is the game that they need to win.
Yeah.
And, what the encouraging thing for Calhoun is they've won 2 straight games.
Yeah.
And from what people are telling me, their defense is pretty good. And that's important because with the changes they made on offense, it's going to take some time, obviously, before, the kids adapt. I'll tell you a funny stat that I put in my story that I noticed when I was doing it. they have thrown in 4 games. They have thrown 2 less passes than Calhoun threw all last season.
Nice.
And I think that was, 13, 14 games.
Yeah.
So that shows you, how much things have changed. In fact, last week against Mexico City, Isaiah Cabrales had 8 catches for over 200 yards.
Yeah.
And they're thinking that might be a school record. So
yeah, that's what he was telling me. He thinks it is. He was going to check on that.
Yeah, and that's amazing. You wouldn't think that 8 catches would be a school record, but it's very possible. So
no doubt.
Yeah, we'll see this week. I'm real curious about that. That's a big game. I think Bay City will handle Forestville and El Campo will handle Beeville.
Mm-hmm.
The big game there is obviously Livonia Calhoun, and they split last year.
Mm-hmm.
The district game by 2 points, and then Livonia won the playoff game by 3 points. So a couple of really close contests.
Yeah.
And I think the other big game is in 2A Division 1, District 14. That is, or District 15, I'm sorry, that's Ganado at Weimer.
Mm-hmm.
Weimer has the one loss to Holy Cross, which, like we talked about with private schools, you really don't know.
Right.
But otherwise, they got a big win over Schulenburg last week, and Ganado had a little bit of a struggle to beat Kennedy. So I think the winner of this game has a real good shot at winning this district.
Yeah. I'm not a betting man, but if I had to, I would bet that the winner of this one is the district champ.
And the thing about it is the seeding is really important. Although I'm not sure exactly how. I know last year, of course, you had Refugio and Ganado match up in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, who knows, maybe the second place team would get them in the 4th round. So you don't know, though, of course, if things happen. But, I think this is the big game. I'm curious to see how I'm assuming that Weimer is still running the slot, too. And, last year I covered this game in Ganado, and Weimer had some success moving the ball against Ganado, but they had a hard time finishing drives.
Right.
But Ganado, of course, scored on them. But if Weimer had been able to score, it could have been a lot closer because they take a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah.
And they don't give you very many possessions. So
and this is a better Weimer team too, and that's why this is such an important game.
Yeah, it should be a big one. So otherwise, some of our number one, like Tidehaven, has the week off. And Shiner's got Charlotte, which I believe last year Charlotte forfeited. Mm-hmm. I don't see them having any problem. Refugio has Santa Maria. One thing, last week, I saw Industrial play Tidehaven.
Yeah.
Industrial to me is, I don't know, it's a team that it's better than its record, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my impression. They have some big boys up front, and they got speed. Their 2 touchdowns came against Tidehaven's backups, but they were big plays. And, they were long yardage plays. And Industrial has that potential. They have the potential that if they take advantage of their speed, if they're able to get outside, they could do some things. And so I think we're going to see this week, maybe better indication because, they have Van Vleck at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'll be their second district game. So, and Van Vleck's kind of struggled this year too. So, But I'll tell you what, I would say that the loser of this game is in big trouble.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, we're at that point in the season where it's almost win or go home, even to make the postseason for a lot of teams.
Yeah, I think to me it's you're looking at Tidehaven, Brazos, East Bernard, and then that fourth spot is whether is it going to be Bowling, is it going to be Industrial, Van Vleck? I'm not sure, but that's kind of the way I see it. I mean, Brazos is a lot better than it has been. And from what I've been told, I haven't seen. I don't think East Bernard's as good as it has been. And Bowling, we just don't know.
Right.
I think we'll maybe get a better indication this week. I think Bowling and East Bernard play. So the loser of that, we'll probably have a better indication after this week as to the way that looks.
Yeah, definitely. And I understand we have a Thursday game, right?
Yeah, we do. Victoria East, we have one of those situations where both East and West are playing at home on the same week. It doesn't happen often, but East playing Thursday against San Antonio MacArthur. And to be honest with you, this is a really good chance for East to get its first win.
Yeah.
And, I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, unless the Titans just catch lightning in a bottle, I don't see them making the playoffs. But this is it'd be good for morale to get it done.
Yeah, they need to get somewhere this season.
Yeah, a little positive. Yeah.
The other team that a sentimental favorite, and we're hoping they will make the playoffs this year still. Bloomington, because after you have Ganado and Weimar, Bloomington's tied for third in district right now, and they play Kennedy, which is an 0-2 in district. So
I don't know. After Flatonia beat Bloomington, I'm having some serious doubts.
Yeah.
Kennedy is much better than it was. Kennedy's just had the misfortune of playing Schulenburg and Ganado.
Right.
I know Kennedy's much better. I'm not saying Bloomington can't do it, but they need to show it.
They're running out of opportunities. That's for sure. Looking at their schedule, it's not going to get any easier.
Yeah, it really is mind blowing when you think about it that a team has not been to the playoffs since 1999.
Yeah.
That is, to me, it's incredible. I mean,
it really is. Yeah, and again, even though they're tied right now for being in the playoffs, Kennedy, Weimar, Schulenburg, Ganado all left on their schedule.
I know that is not very well. It's kind of funny. It's like the good thing, like West. I mean, they have these next 2 weeks of Alamo Heights and Boney, and after that, I don't want to say it's clear sailing, but their schedule gets much easier. I think they actually have Veterans Memorial, and I'm not sure if maybe Wagner. I'm not sure, but they. So I think if the next 2 weeks is going to tell the tale, and we're going to start. I think after this week and definitely next week, we'll start having a clear picture.
Yeah, big time.
Well. And I meant to bring up. I don't know if you heard. Did you hear anything about that Orange Grove West Oso game?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Hey, well, Orange Grove won. I think they won by it was 21-12 or something like that. But Quentin Martinez from the Caller covered that game apparently, and he told me on their big drive, Orange Grove, they had 6 downs on one possession.
Oh,
yeah, the rest were totally screwed up.
Oh man.
I know, and so, and from what he told me too, the quarterback got hurt for Orange Grove, so that makes that game with Goliad even bigger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If Goliad can beat Orange Grove and Edna beats Goliad, you can end up with a 3-way tie. So we'll see. I just don't know. I mean, and this week I think they have. Do they have? Let's see. Who does Edna have this week? Edna plays. I don't think they're off. I was looking. Oh, they play
Mathis.
Yeah. So Edna should take care of business there.
Yeah.
And Goliad has London at home, and I saw London against Refugio, and I wasn't that impressed. I mean, they can throw the ball, but their defense is not the best. So we'll see if Edna can. I keep saying this. I keep saying about Edna. I just don't know what to make of them.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, so you're going to be at Ganado Weimer, right?
Yeah, and
I think I'm going to be at Port Lavaca, Calhoun, and Lavernia. So it should be some good games.
Yeah, it should be. Lavernia, like you said, good team coming down to Port Lavaca. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how Sand Crab Nation down there will react. They've always had a great following. The thing about Calhoun, I mean, their fans are pretty rabid.
And it is tailgating night, where the Boosters is putting on, like, from 4 to 6 is tailgating, and so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll never forget. When they this is quite a few years ago, but when they beat Deville to end their playoff drought, that night was just crazy.
Nice.
There, and we had a big rainstorm after the game, but it was just an amazing night there. The fans were just going, crazy. And, you should have a good one.
I would think so. Yeah, I hope so. Anyway.
All right, Chris. Well, hopefully next week we'll have a little clearer picture.
Amen. Thanks a lot, Mike. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Take care, Chris.
Coaches, boosters, parents, every sport deserves a spotlight. From football and volleyball to basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, track, wrestling, and more. Give your athletes a weekly coaches show that builds pride and raises funds. Lone Star Podcast Network makes it turnkey. You talk for a few minutes. We handle production and distribution. Sponsors love it. Families share it. And your program benefits. Get the free information kit at lonestarpodcast.com/coaches. That's lonestarpodcast.com/coaches. Your team, your sport, your show.